Hello, boys and girls. I want to welcome you to a very special Trainers Talks. I'm sitting down here with my parents, Sandra Almond and Mr. Ben Almond. How you guys doing?
We're fine.
Fine.
I coached them into doing this, but I think hopefully we'll get a couple of cool things that we were thinking about talking about. One of the things that's kind of, you guys have been here so far for a couple of weeks, and Dad, you're leaving tomorrow, correct?
Right.
All right. And you're going back to
Atlanta.
Yeah. So that's the ATL where I was born, and so we had this conversation over dinner, one of our first dinners when you were out here. We were talking about, growing up and a lot of different topics, but one of the topics that came up is, where does drive come from? And where does my drive come from? And and Jackie had her opinion, but I wanted to get your opinion of, where do you think my drive comes from?
I'll let you go first.
Well, I think your drive comes from just your. I feel like you have a need to succeed, and I think it comes from just watching when you was growing up the hard work and effort that your father put in and I put in working and providing, to want to do well. I just think you had that innate ability to want to do well. I was really surprised because if people don't know you, you're a laid back person most of the time. But watching you work and when you're with your clients, you're definitely Mr. Personality. And it's like, okay, where did this come from? But
It is true. I'm more of an introvert when it like in just kind of relaxed situations or when I'm at home, and it's some of it. I enjoy what I do, and I think that comes out into the
yeah,
thing. But
I feel that because I'm pretty much like that as well. I kind of sit back and watch, and but when it's something that I'm passionate about or that I like, I do get engaged, more engaged. What do you think?
Well, I also think that it was based on us working hard, and he noticed that. And I think that now, but I didn't think that when I was until maybe the last 10 years. I also think it's because Donavan played sports, and he was good at sports, and he liked being competitive, and he wanted to improve his game. So he was, a very good baseball player. He played basketball as well, and I think the other thing is he was his friends were to me very good guys and gals, and they were also they were on the ball. I think they were competitive when your friends that play sports, but your friends that you just didn't play sports that you hung around with, they were smart, and they seemed like they wanted to learn. They wanted to. I feel like they wanted to grow up and get a good job and be successful, and so I think that made a difference as well. So the sports, the friends, the family, that's a recipe, but it's not not necessarily um, foolproof. I mean, you got to have the drive yourself.
yeah,
You can come from a very good family. Everyone is competitive. Everyone has drive. You can be a bum.
I
And so I just think you got to also have it in your blood, and you have it.
have to give kudos to Jackie
All right.
I think Jackie pushed you a lot. I think she encouraged, not pushed, but encouraged you a lot that you can do things, that you could even go out on your own, and and I think she's always had your back and been there to help you. I mean, to
Support.
help you get to where you want to go. But she's always been supportive in that. So and so I think you want to succeed for that, for her as well as your family. You know, you all took a big leap of faith coming out way out to California.
The way she said that, it's a big thing. We're close, and for me to move across the country, coast to coast.
When my son told me he was moving to California, I asked him, was he joking? And I said, do you know how far California is? And he said, yeah. I said, you really want to try that? And so I just think it was very brave of he and Jackie both to move out here with no family and to work hard and to be where they are today. So I'm very proud of them. We have 4 beautiful grandchildren with them, and they have amazed me, and they've proven that they can stand on their own.
So what has surprised you about Jackie and I running the business for the last 5 years?
What surprised me is how hard you all work. It's kind of like, really, 6 o'clock in the morning, you're leaving the house, or and you don't get back in till after 6, and I just think you all work really hard at what you do to make your business successful. Because I truly believe you care about your clients. Because when I'm around, I listen to you all, and you're constantly talking about, well, the customer service, that is very important, that you do things, to let your customers know that you appreciate their business. I was thinking about with the pandemic and things being shut down, and I was saying, well, maybe this will be a time that you all can take a break. You all actually started to work harder and to get new things out, to do have new ideas, and try to brainstorm on what you all could do to keep your clients active. So I'm just impressed that you all somehow find a way to keep going. I don't know how you do it, but you do it.
I have a similar view. I think Donovan has always been passionate about the fitness business, fitness area. I think he realized early what he wanted to do in life, and he has a passion for it. And what I'm surprised about is that Jackie has become just as passionate as he. It's almost a symbiotic relationship they have, and when it comes to the business, and they do want to please their customers. They want to make sure that customers get the best kind of service, the best kind of products and services that fitness can provide. And I think that and I've been around Jackie and Donovan when they're with customers, and I think the customers sense that passion they have, and it makes them care and want to do better. So I think it's contagious, and that's what you want when you run a business.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like a disease, but that's what you want,
Yeah.
So
What do you enjoy most about coming out and visiting us in California?
Okay. Well, I like coming out to see my grandchildren. I like seeing Jackie and Donovan too, but my grandchildren. But about California overall, I do like the weather. From Atlanta, we have temperatures in the 90s during the summer, during the 90s and hundreds, and the humidity is 100%. So it is not good. You don't want to get out. You know, you wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning to go for a walk, and it's already 80 degrees. So, um, it's good when I come out here. I find that as long as I get my walk in before noon, I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
That's before the temperatures reaches their high and the sun is the highest in the sky. But the humidity makes a big difference. The lack of humidity makes a big difference from when I'm in Atlanta versus here. My son takes us to very nice restaurants, and I like trying different foods. So that's nice. I hate that the pandemic is going on right now, because we're limited on where we can go to sit down and eat. But other than that, but he's been very gracious. He's a good cook. He's a messy cook, but he's a good cook. So
Hey, okay.
I'm just being honest now.
Well, I totally agree with Sandra. Kudos. I totally agree. Ditto. I think one other thing is that I find the lifestyle here is more not relaxing is the word, but it's more laid back than the lifestyle on the East Coast. East Coast people are more tense. They take things more seriously, and I like the lifestyle here that is just more calm. At least it seemed on the surface.
So we got some lightning round questions. So what lightning round means is that I want you to, what comes to your head right at the top of your head, you're going to say it. It can be a little bit of the extended answer, but it's more in the sense, don't overthink it.
Sure.
All right. And so I want you to just kind of give me the answers you got.
Okay.
Favorite music artist? What do you got?
No, she's in the music.
No.
Luther Vandross.
All right, Luther Vandross. What about you, Dad?
I think I like Barry White.
Barry White. All right. If you go to a restaurant and this is on the menu, you're going to order it every time. What is that item?
Crab. Alaskan king crab legs.
Something with bacon.
Okay. All right. What's your least favorite exercise that your trainer has you do?
What are those things called?
Burpees.
Burpees is undefeated, I feel like, when it comes to least favorite exercise. What about you, Dad?
Burpees.
Yeah. Okay. What is your favorite holiday?
Christmas.
The same.
Okay. Why?
Generally, family. All the you bring your family and Darren bring his family, and so that's when family is together, and it's a good time.
Yeah.
This is a joyous time.
Yeah.
Of course, you're supposed to be you're also celebrating the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ. So I'm into that.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Favorite alcohol drink?
Margaritas.
I like a rum screwdriver.
All right. Cool. Favorite son?
You're not going to make me answer that one. I have two favorite sons.
Oh, you got two. All right.
Yeah, I do too. I got two and only two. I think. Make sure you erase that.
Oh, I know that definitely staying in. Do you guys have any questions for me?
What do you feel like your challenge is over the next couple of years with your business and home life?
That's a good question. I think the challenge, if we go between home life and work, it's the challenge is always monitor system like an iPhone battery where it's up or down is balancing how much time you can spend. So we've, in essence, we have taken advantage of you guys being here. One of the advantages of you guys coming out is you guys get to spend time with the grandkids. You also get to help on that front. They get to spend time with you, but it also allows us, which July is usually our busiest business month of the year, to be at work a little bit more, to really take on the level of attention that is needed at work. But that is always a challenge, is figuring out how do we, I like something that Oprah has said, that people are looking for, validation and growth. And so that's the balance we're trying to find, is where can we have validation and growth in our work while at the same time providing that for our kids. And if we can find that balance where we can do both, that's the line we try to drive down when we do things.
Good.
I have a question. Where do you see yourself and your business over the next 10 years?
It's a good question. I think I do hope that over the next 10 years that we continue to grow the team, and we continue to have the platform where we can offer people who want to be in this industry a good environment to work in, and a community, a good place to come, kind of a safe, fun fitness haven for them to work out, but also to find some refuge through their days. I do seeing myself. I'm enjoying doing this type of thing. So I do see myself doing more of this type of stuff, having these conversations with people, and using this as a way to kind of connect with people. Because I like what Coach Warner, when I was talking to him, he was talking about where does the word coach come from? And he said it's a Hungarian word, kohish, which is pretty much just comes from stagecoach, somebody that takes you from one place to the other. Well, I can take you one place to the other, not in just the fitness realm. I can do it in other realms, and I'm learning that, and I'm becoming more interested in that. And those other realms are mentally, through tech, so like our app, so doing more of that type of stuff. And then I think always live in person, having that, and mentoring. I kind of see myself doing more mentoring for trainers, because that's the way I feel like I'm going to be able to connect with more people, is through them, giving them the skills that I've learned, learning some things from them, passing on wisdom that I might have picked up, so that it allows them to do their job and affect positively more people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's it, boys and girls. Thank you for joining, and I want to give a big round of applause to these people who made this possible. All right, see you later.